It's our time to walk across that stage with the cameras flashing. They've been waiting on our day. It's been a journey, hasn't it? I wouldn't trade a moment. No, I wouldn't change a moment. I'm who I am because of you. Whether we've known each other our whole life or just a year or two. And I'm grateful for the time we put in, getting us to this moment, so we could get to this moment. We're gonna throw our caps in the air, and our spirit will rise everywhere. Remember our hallways filled with memories and friends. I wouldn't trade a moment. No, I wouldn't change a moment. I'm who I am because of you. Whether we've known each other our whole life or just a year or two. And I'm grateful for the good and hard times we've had. They'll get us through life's moments. Yeah, they'll get us through life's moments. Hey, ooh. If you're over there feeling a little scared about your brand new start, don't get discouraged. Keep showing your courage, 'cause that's who we are. I'm who I am because of you. Whether we've known each other our whole life or just a year or two. And I'm grateful for the times we'll never forget, so we can be in this moment, right here in this moment. I'm grateful for our new beginnings, right here in this moment.
Where my islanders? Can some of y'all run down here to the front real quick? I gotta know who's in the building. Where my islanders? I need y'all to run down here. Come on, let me see ya. Come on, Jehovah, say it. Jehovah, you. Say it. I trust in you. In you. Say it, y'all. Jehovah. Jehovah, you.
Good morning. God is good all the time. Wow, are we excited? Is this a good day? Wow. We normally say that the end of something is more important than the beginning. And we really thank God that God has really helped your heart. Our graduates, since the time that you started or since the time that you were born to this time that you are celebrating God for His doing. Thank you so much. As I've been introduced, I will not repeat my introduction. My name is Nyaga Simon, and I'm privileged to be part of this family. I always see myself as if I'm part of Compassion, because since MIPS was founded in year 2017, the first organization that I came into and they embraced me was Compassion. And the first Compassion that I visited was Compassion Rubun. I met Faith, she received me and introduced me to all other Compassions today. I'll mention the journey that we have walked with compassion. But allow me first of all to thank what the compassion is doing. They actually a good example of a good Samaritan who helped a Jew. Regardless of the differences, they come from different backgrounds, but the good Samaritan in the Bible, in the book of Luke, helped a Jew. And I think this is exactly what I've noted with compassion. Because of working with the children, I've had those of the beneficiary talking here. Wakisema mimi niliingia nikiwa 7 years. Saizi naelewa kwamba kunao wanaingia mpaka wakiwa very young wenye wamezaliwa, and I'm also understanding that kunao pia wamama ambao wanatarajia ambao wanakaigiza before watakakuja ulimwenguni. So I really want to thank compassion because of not discriminating any children, accommodating all of them from all faith, from all culture, all background, all race, and holding their hands. And actually honoring Christ through the holistic development of these children. On behalf, and I know that the leadership that I presented here, pass my regards to the leadership, and especially because of redeeming our children from the extreme poverty. For sababu, I believe our children are the main target. And I want to also thank them because of the empowerment that I have seen myself doing to the beneficiary. They have been empowering the beneficiary spiritually, physically, economically, and even emotionally, and still preserving the family unit within our society. So that is a very big step and a very big intervention that Compassion has done through the churches that have partnered with them. And I want also to recognize and thank the founder, the man who came up with this big dream of Compassion, Reverend Everett, back in 1952. And together with the leadership of Kenya, led by my good friend Ogo Sam, and all the other leaders under him, I want to thank you so much. Today, I understand that Compassion serves over 2 million children, the whole world, and it is represented in over 25 countries, and has partnered with over 450 churches in Kenya. That is a big step. Just a dream that started with one man, today is helping millions. I think we can appreciate the compassion. Let me say that I'll talk in summary because I know that the program is going on very well. Majority of beneficiaries, what I have noted is that they are eager to free themselves from poverty and also liberate their families. That's what I have noted. Mimi nimekuwa nikideal na wao pale Meru College na nimeona kwamba they have that eagerness and urge to make their families better, to bring up their children in the future better than the way they were brought up. And at some time, you know, I sometimes look at my students there at Meru, we call them upcoming CEOs. And I think deeply and I see there are some who are much hardworking. Kunao wenye wanajituma sana. There are others who are somehow relaxing. And I came to discover that when you see someone learning, first of all, angalia kile kinamkimbiza. Before you tell this person, what if you don't learn? Kwanza angalia anakimbizwa na nini, because I have noted that we would not wish to come from humble and poor backgrounds, but I believe it has been one of the catalysts of pushing these graduates to becoming the best, because they don't want to go to the same background that they have seen their parents in, or they have found their parents in. And let me say that I'm privileged. Currently in our institution, in Meru College, I have over 218 beneficiaries of Compassion. I think I must be the biggest institution, the institution with the biggest beneficiary. They come from all many parts of this country, but I've come to realize that like half of them, they come from Meru and the Raka cluster. And I want to really appreciate and honor the leadership, and especially the church leadership, and also the project directors because of partnering with us and also changing lives together. When I came to know compassion, I felt that whoever came up with this idea is a giver. And in my life, I have never seen givers begging. And I don't expect any giver to ever beg, neither their children. And I said, sometimes, and I'm happy because Senior, when he was talking, he has mentioned that those people who give not that they have a lot, but there is secret they know about giving. There's some secret about giving. And I say I also to be part of this giving. And we have partnered with Compassion. About 2 or 3 months ago, we had a meeting with all the cluster managers and patrons from the RACA, and we signed MOU that I said I and my board of management will be part of making and molding the lives of these young children by making sure that I pay part of their fee also, so that as the donor is being blessed wherever they are, I'll be part of that blessing. And we made an agreement, and we have also made it to all the beneficiaries, even those that were not represented there. I've made it clear to my board that all the compassion beneficiaries will be getting, they have been getting, especially this year, 25% scholarship from me. Any student coming from compassion, I must make sure that I chip in 25% of what they are supposed to pay. On top of that, I waived their registration fee. I said any compassion student, they are free to enter. This is their home. They don't have to pay anything to join MIPS College. So far, let me say that I have witnessed wonders. I've seen God doing, and especially from the beneficiaries. I don't know, because I've noticed that they shine in almost every area within MIPS. And that's why I think I love them, and every day I continue. My love extends so much to compassion beneficiaries. I have some who are very outstanding, and they have even made the name of MIPS to go very high. One of them is from KE707, called Elsie Kadami. That has been our model, and she has. By the way, before even I mention some of our studying, let me say that MIPS majors on 3 things. The first thing is turning skills into income. The second thing is turning talent into income. And the third thing, ensuring no graduates goes back to their parents. Those are our 3 major pillars. And therefore, we have invested so much in talents and skills. And like this girl, Elsie, she has been our top model. And she even went outside and won Miss Second Option African Award. I've seen some other outstanding students. For example, even those graduating today. I have a girl called Glory Gacheli. I think she's here with us. Is Glory around? Maybe you can see the show of hands. Okay, Glory Gacheli is from 700 Kaga. She has been the best. She has been identified as the best in terms of customer service. We train them how to make income, and the first way of attracting income is being the best in customer care, and she has demonstrated to be among the best. We have a girl called Ruth Mwendwa from Ikana CDC who has been the best in the volleyball. We have a guy called Kelvin Muturi, still from Kaga, who has been a top photographer. Is Kevin here? A photographer, yeah, good, he is there. Maybe you can start the graph for him. Kevin has a simama kupigia makofi. Appreciate that guy. I have my boy called Dennis. Well, I've seen him busy here. Dennis, you can raise up your hand. Dennis comes from Ronokone, has been one of my best students in CCTV, ICT, and also electrical, and he's doing very well. I have a guy who has spoken here on behalf of a beneficiary called Anthony Mongera. Anthony never said you are from MIPS. So this guy specializes in dead drop making and he is doing very well. Yes. I have quite a number of them. I have a leader called Editor Julius from Ikana CDC. He has been a good leader in terms of student secretary. And what I want to confirm here, having worked with this beneficiary, is that they have a deep urge to liberate their families and also for themselves to make income. I always tell them, the best way to excel in this life is to make your own income. Know how to make your own income. And once you make your own income, be a giver and other things will be celebrated. And I want to very quickly, maybe towards my conclusion, I want to talk to them, the beneficiary, now that you have graduated. And I want to believe that by graduation it means you will go outside and interact with now people outside from Radi. And I know most of you, they have already started interacting. And by the way, even my photographer, our photographer, Dama, is also a beneficiary from Rubun. She is our photographer. She is actually an employee of MIPS College. We can appreciate her. She has been our best in that side of photographing and video editing. I want to encourage you, and I want to summarize in 3 do's and 3 don'ts. From my experience, I've been dealing with young people for quite some time. My age is not so much high. I'm expecting to leave the youth age in few days' time, maybe in less than a week. I'll be leaving the youth age, and I now start joining the senior people in the society. And I want to encourage us, allow me to start with the 3 do's, that when you do them, I'm sure that in the next 2-3 years, you are likely to be a different person. I know and I'm aware that some of us already, even as we are graduating right now, we are far much ahead. I'm aware that there are some of the graduates here who are making their own income. I want to encourage you so much. And let me say that there are 3 do's that I would encourage you to make from today going forward. The first do is that be eager to make your own income. How do you do that? I'll give you 3 things. Be a problem saver, a problem solver, a job creator, and you serve the majority. Solve a problem. Let me say that as I grew up, I came to realize that money is not bad. You know, in our childhood, we were being told that, or we believed, personally I believed, from what I thought, that happy are the poor. I don't know what vile ilikuwa inamalizika. Nilikuwa naona ni afadhali kuwa at least nitaweza kuona Mungu one day. But as I've been growing up, I've been discovering that actually even God does not like poor people. God would like rich people. And I would like to advise the graduates that have that inspiration in you, that your children will be better, you will bring them in a better way than the way you are brought up. Now, allow me to mention this. I have noted from my own life that you don't work to make money. Money is not made. You don't work, you don't go through for money. Actually, money and wealth, they are attracted to your life. You attract them. That's why you see some of your friends, they work hard, they have big salaries, but they have nothing to show at the end of the day. There are some that may not be having even higher education. Even when maybe you look at them, they are not handsome or beautiful, but they have some wealth. Have you ever noted that? I've noted that wealth in your life is attracted. And I want to give you 3 seconds. When I discovered this, when I was about 19 years, I've been struggling less in life. 3 secrets of attracting wealth in your life, and the first secret is parental blessing. Once your parent bless you, you are done. Once they speak blessing on your life, that one, you are guaranteed that you have that magnetic power of attracting wealth. Making money is different from attracting wealth. You may make money and then the following day it evaporates. By the way, Opposite of attracting is what? There are people who repel money. Have you ever seen someone after they are paid, they disappear from their homes? There are people who have that spirit of repelling, and they don't want to, they cannot stay with money. You see someone, once they have loaded their phone with maybe airtime of 500, they will not put it down until it is over. Looking for who to call. There is attracting and repelling money. Now I want you to start thinking about that. How will you attract money? How will money be within you? It makes an impact because money flows. But before it flows to the next person, it creates a memorable impact in your life. The first thing, get parental blessing. How do you do that? Make sure that in whatever small ways you can, you appreciate your parents for what, it may not be biological, it may be that person who has contributed for you to be where you are. I always say, even recognizing them. How many of us here are beneficiaries know our parents' birthday? I'm sure they know your birthday, isn't it? But have you ever thought of recognizing them through birthdays? Have you ever thought of, I'm happy because before the year ends, there are some significant days, like Mother's Day. Have you ever thought about anything? That is a special day of connecting with our parents, and especially our moms. There is also Father's Day, isn't it? We connect with them. When these people speak blessing, let me tell you, I'm not a pretender. I know the men of God will agree with me. There are things that you should not pray to God direct. God delegated them to the parents. And I'll tell you two things. Number one is long life. For you to live long, it's not God, it's the parents to bless you. The second thing is happy life. Happy life has something to do with the money. Are you together? So it is parents to determine that. So bless them. Give them something to show you have. Don't argue with them. And then sit back and see your life, how your life will be. It starts by appreciating them literally. The second thing that I have noted adds a lot of magnetic power to attract wealth in our life is solving problems. Don't be part of the complaining team. Whenever you find a problem, you are the first one to complain. No. Always ask yourself, am I in a position to solve this problem? Let me tell you, the distance between you where you are right now and your destiny in terms of making the millionaire you is one problem maybe. You are likely to solve one problem and your life changes. And the easiest thing to do with that problem is to complain or to leave it that serikali itasaidia. So let me challenge us that let us be problem solvers. Let us tuwe tunasumbuka, which problem can I solve? I have noted in my life that many opportunities, they come lapped in it like problems, covered like problems. So the easiest thing to do is to escape and run away or complain. But once you face it head on, there your life changes. Start thinking how we can come back and start supporting the project. Now that one is a major thing. If you manage to do that, you will have overcome so many things. Even in small ways, don't wait until you come and park here. Even in small ways, not necessarily money, sometimes you can come and ufanye kazi just to give back. That one, it will take you a long way. The second thing, my second doom, I'll tell you, is that leave your parents' home as soon as possible. And I'm not teasing you, but leave your parents' home as soon as possible. Now, the reason why I'm saying that is that as long as we stay with our parents, we are their children. And there are some levels of challenge they will not allow us to change. Number one, our parents will never chase us. They will never tell us go. They will always, even the easiest thing our parents can do is to tell us no. Now, umezeka sana sasa niache tafuta mke. Sasa hiyo ndio sasa nakwambia enda. Na even that one anakwambia toka ujenge pale, isn't it? Me I request and I request you that think about that. It is always so good, and I always feel good. Me I disconnected from my parents at 18 years. I hired a house immediately after Form 4, and I always felt good when going to visit them with some shopping. When you do that, they bless you. Whenever you stay long with them, they are still human beings, you are likely to correct, and you are likely to deny yourself the most important blessing of longevity and happiness. Getting my point? So as soon as you can, just join someone in town, do something. One thing I can assure you is that you can never die. You will be strong, and good things only fight those who move. If you stay there, good things will never fight you there. I'm sorry if I had someone. But allow me to say that because I train CEOs, and CEOs, they are like militaries, they learn the hard way. And that is among the first steps that we do. The third thing, and maybe the most important, put God first. Please put God first. And I always say, you will never attract wealth in your life, any coin, if God is behind, if you don't have God first. Now, this is the scenario. Money, the owner of money is God. All the monies that we see is God. And when you want to make more money in your life, money does not rain like, it does not come from heaven. It comes through a human being, isn't it? Either through their wallet, or through their M-Pesa, or through their bank account. It is God. Let me give you this scenario. First of all, God gives you an idea. Go and start doing dead jobs to people. Go and start doing billboards. Go and start doing fashion design, kushonea watu nguo. Na nakupea hiyo msukumo. You get out of your parents. You go and start it in town. Then, once you have done that, God put a tip. This is a courageous person. The second thing, God commands a customer from nowhere. Where the customer comes and pays. Even if you do marketing, your marketing cannot be more than 10%. 90% is God who saved that person. Are you getting my point? And therefore, please note this. If you want to be a wealthy person in the future, never ignore God. And I always advise those people who want to be serious, rich people. The other day we have had a vetting process, people declaring millions and billions. If you want to be in that category, let me give you seconds. And for you to have peace of mind, is that when you make income, remember there is an invisible partner, and this is God. He is the one who has commanded these people to bring money on your side. And recognize him with a portion of what you have made. Are you together? It is now you to go and think about that. If you do that, I'm telling you what I have done in my life, and I have never suffered from little income. I always have enough for me and my family. So I'm encouraging you because I know you are going outside there, and I know that you will meet with many people, but my prayer is that you will become rich and wealthy people. Now, let me tell you don'ts. Let me give you 3 don'ts very quickly. The first don't is don't have high expectation. Build reality. I always have an equation that expectation over reality is equals to either excitement or depression. Any person that you see depressed, it means they have, let me give you a challenge kidogo. Acha tujikumbushe kidogo. Expectation over reality. What we call in mathematics, the number on the top. Of a fraction. That number on the top. Numerator or denominator? Thank you. The number at the ukuchini? Denominator. Now, expectation, put expectation there, and the reality here down. If the expectation is 10, and the reality is 5, what's the answer? 2. Whenever you see the answer is a whole number, from 1 and above, that is stress. And you see there are levels of stress. It starts from little stress, graduates to depression. So whenever you have high expectation and very low reality, then you start being depressed. What I would like to advise you, don't have that. always have low expectation over the reality. In everything, I don't want to specify, including relationships. Because people have high reality in relationship and very low reality. They go to depression. Always remember that equation. It will take you far. Second thing, I want you to, another don't, is don't succumb to peer pressure. I know today we are in social media, and there's a lot of influence. Me, what I can tell you is that the Bible says, before we were born, God knew us. Actually, in the book of Jeremiah, it says that He knew us before we were conceived. That means we were preordained. I want you to understand this. We are unique and we were ordained, just like the way the men of God here, they were ordained to become bishop and reverend. There was a ceremony in heaven before we were conceived to ordain you. Now, why were you ordained? To come and solve a specific problem that nobody else would have solved. And then after that ceremony of ordination, your mom realized that she's pregnant. And now that is why you came. And therefore, I want to confirm today that nobody came here accidentally. And now, please note this, that ordination means that you have a specific problem to solve uniquely. Don't follow the way of solving problems the other people are doing. You can do it in a unique way. Don't be, the Bible says in the book of Romans, that do not be conformed by what's happening in the world, but be transformed by the new of your mind. Whatever you are looking for to become a millionaire is 100% within you, not outside you. But we keep on looking from outside, forgetting it's inside us. The third point is that don't stuck or don't hang around from your little success. The biggest enemy of major achievement is the first success. If you really want to become a big person, just achieve that success level and throw it behind you. That is not your potential. It means you are just along the way. Are you together? And don't compare yourself with another person. Say that me, I have achieved this. No, beat your own history. Are you together? Try to compete with your own history. Don't compete with any other person. And I always like a history in the Bible. Allow me to put this as I conclude, of a one gentleman called Samson. At some point, the Bible says that he killed so many people, like 2,000. Using what? Using what? A gun? What did he use? A jawbone, isn't it? Now, I want you to go and read that verse today. There is something important that captured my attention. That after he was done, after he worked with that jawbone and killed those people, he threw it behind and continued doing his done. And I was asking myself, if it was Simon, this jawbone would be in a museum. The bone that killed thousands. Me personally, I would be in newspaper. We like shouting our small success. We like what to tabue because of our little success. But I want to tell you that if you want to achieve much, achieve it silently. Let people know what you are doing by seeing results, not by knowing you. I'm always happy when people see the growth of me without knowing who is the people behind this. I'm always very happy because I know the success, the results speaks better than the person. Praise God. Let me say that MIPS, we are doing well. We are growing. We started in 2017, April. That is immediately when I was transferred. I was working in Equity Bank, Meru, Chuka. I worked there for about 6 years and then I was transferred to Meru. Upon reaching here, God gave me a vision and I opened on April 2017. My biggest vision was to transform young people to become employers. Looking for who to call. There is attracting and repelling money. Now, I want you to start thinking about that. How will you attract money? How will money be within you? It makes an impact
because money flows. But before it flows to the next person, it creates a memorable impact in your life. The first thing, get parental blessing. How do you do that? Make sure that in whatever small ways you can, you appreciate your parents for what it may not be biological, it may be that person who has contributed for you to be where you are. I always say, even recognizing them. How many of us here are beneficiaries know our parents' value? I'm sure they will know your value, isn't it? But have you ever thought of recognizing them through values? Have you ever thought of, I'm happy because before the year ends, there are some significant days, like Mother's Day. Have you ever thought about giving? That is a special day of connecting with our parents, especially our moms. There is also Father's Day, isn't it? We connect with them. When these people speak blessing, let me tell you, I'm not a Christian, I know the men of God will agree with me. There are things that you should not pray to God directly. God delegated them to the parents. And I'll tell you two things. Number one is long life. For you to live long, it's not God, it's the parent to bless you. The second thing is happy life. Happy life has something to do with money. Are you together? So it is parents to determine that. So bless them. Give them something literal you have. Don't argue with them. And then sit back and see your life, how your life will be. It starts by appreciating them literally. The second thing that I have noted adds a lot of magnetic power to attract wealth in our life is solving problems. Don't be part of the complaining team. Whenever you find a problem, you are the first one to complain. No. Always ask yourself, am I in a position to solve this problem? And the easiest thing to do with that problem is to complain or to leave it that serikali itasaidia. So let me challenge us that let us be problem solvers. Let us tuwe tunasumbuka, which problem can I solve? I've noted in my life that many opportunities, they come lapped in like problems, covered like problems. So the easiest thing to do is to escape and run away or complain. But once you face it head on, there your life changes. The third thing is that helps to attract wealth in your life is being a giver. I'm not saying that because I'm on the pulpit. I say that even in class. And I say that there are people who are not even churchgoers, but they are givers. And giving is a principle actually. You see, the good thing with God is that He gave principles and He left. So principles dominate the earth. So He said, if you are a giver, then it will be given back to you, and He left. So whoever is following that principle, they know the secret. Just be a giver. And as I said, I've never seen a giver borrowing. And let me say that as you are giving, as you become a giver, there is a likely tendency, especially of a person who has been helped before. There is a tendency that I have seen with many people. Personally, I support a good number of people in various things. But once I engage to support someone, there is a weakness that I realize with the beneficiary who received my support or who received any support. And that weakness is called dependency syndrome. It's actually a disease next to other mental diseases. Now, dependency syndrome is a major one, it's a bad one. It makes someone, if I'm sick that disease, I'm always expecting someone to give me. And if someone gives me, say for example, Calvin gives me like 500, I always feel like he was supposed to give me more. And therefore I don't appreciate him. Are you together? We did for colleges in September. We did for September intake. We opened our doors. We've done now a bit of marketing. But the intake was worse than May. No one came actually. In short, we ended the year 2017 with the florence of one student. I had all the reasons to give up and to close, but now because
I felt deep inside me, one day they'll come as student and I will change their lives. And even this girl, Florence, I will also change her life. And I want to thank the PDs. They allowed me to visit their projects. I talked to the children. I wish them success that year, November. I went to high school. Actually, one of the person who linked me to Faith Rukun is the principal, Kiajai Girls. She's the one who linked me to Faith. That's how I came. So I went to high school, started talking to them about what MIMS is doing. 2018, January intake, we got 70 students. And now that is when the college started growing. Today as we speak, we have 5 campuses. The main campus is at Makutano. The other campus, the second biggest, is Meru town. And then we have Isiro campus, which is also doing very well. We have Kodima campus, one of our youngest. And our baby is Nairobi campus. In total, we are talking of over 2,000 students now. And over 100 staff. We thank God for that. Our main agenda has been to ensure 90% of our students, 100% of our students don't go back to their parents. At least right now we are at 90%. 9 out of 10 students from MIMS, you not find them home. And God willing, by the end of this year, it should be 100%. So I have strategies that I have put in place. The first strategy is attachment. I'm the one who get attachment for them. And I have left several links. And now what I do, I talk to the organization owners. I ask them, which kind of employee do you need? They give me the instructions. I come and train my students as per the requirements of the industry. And now I talk to the vision carrier of those companies that don't release my students. After they come here for attachment, let them remain here. And by so doing, half of the students I'm taking to attachment, they are retained there. That is, and I want to take it higher, at least to 60 and 70%. The second thing that I'm doing is major training on talents. Every Friday we train on talents. We have major talents. And by the way, on that note, I welcome you tomorrow. We have our mega talent show today here at Meru Primary. That's why we shall be having our tents. And we have invited national talents, those comedians in Churchill show, they will come, Akina Chike and others. And our own talents will also be showcasing their talents. That is one of the major avenues that I have successfully helped my students to make income. They are making good income through their talents, through music, through dancing, through DJing, and we are done good. The third thing that I'm using is through short courses. It is compulsory and mandatory for any MIMS student to take one short course. I'm offering 6. One is mobile phone repair, CCTV installation, DJ, music production, cake baking, and video production. So they choose one. That one is free of charge. And now I see to it that by the time they are in that semester, that short skill starts helping them make income. My agenda is one, that these students will be making their own income. The fourth pillar and the last one is that I'm coming up with workshops to serve the society, and we are opening the workshops to the public. So what I mean by workshop is where our students will be working. They are actual businesses, in other words. So tunafungua biashara kulingana na zile course tunaoffer. Tulianzia na catering, tukafungua restaurant iko town. Sijui ni wangapi hapo wametembea town wakaona restaurant inaitwa Sweet Center. Have you seen Sweet Center? Okay. Ukitembea ukiteremka, I know it's new, it's like 2 months now. Ukifika pale police circle, kuna restaurant ya pink. Inakaa pink hiyo. Hiyo ni yetu na ni wanafunzi wetu wanafanya kazi huko. Na our intention, maybe by the end of the year, is to have 2 or 3. By next year, we want to have many in this country so that at least we want to make sure that if a student has not been absorbed at attachment, or they have not made money through the short course, or through their talents, we get them there. They should not go back to their parents. So the second thing that we are opening, maybe God willing, early next year, is the beauty center. We want them to start making the beauty and also fashion design. They start making clothes. Those are some of the courses we are offering there, but we want them to actualize, and they also make income from that. Praise God. So that's what God is helping us to do, and we want to believe that our big vision is to duplicate what we started in Meru in 5 cities in this country. So we have already gone to Nairobi. We want to make it big. Our next move is Mombasa. Then we go to Kisumu and then Nakuru. So we are trusting God. Maybe in 2 years' time, we shall have established those campuses. We want to change this country. We want Kenya to have many employers than employees, to have many job creators than job seekers. At least, I will feel good one day seated, seeing that we are importing laborers from outside, not exporting our girls to Saudi Arabia. But when I see our country is importing people from other countries, they are coming to work for us, that will be my biggest and my vision. And I know that as we work together with you, we are going to achieve that. So as I conclude, I want to extend, because of the honor of this day, I want to thank the management so much. Thank you for recognizing it and giving us this honor. And I want to make an offer to our graduates. I want to give you 3 offers. One offer on behalf of our management is that we shall be willing, so much willing to all graduates who have graduated today to listen to your ideas. I always encourage people that don't just sit, come up with a business idea. You don't need money to make money. You only need an idea to attract money. So I want to challenge us who are seated here, come up with ideas and then approach me. I'll give you my contact. Approach me direct, or even you can write to my email. I'll be so much eager to listen to you. After I listen to the idea you have, we shall take it to the other level. You put it in writing, and then I invite you as you present other ideas. I always invite my friends, a panel, I call them investors. They listen to your idea, and that is now when you realize that you don't need money. You only needed a brilliant idea. It will touch someone with money, and you'll part me. Get the point? Are you getting my point? Who is likely to benefit? A person with the idea or the person with money? Yeah, because now that person will be the CEO, isn't it? So you'll feel good seeing your idea solving problem, and I will offer that. The second thing that I will offer is on talent. If you're here and you really feel there is a talent in you, I welcome you to meet. I will train you, and our doors are open. And remember, these offers that I'm giving you, they are at no charges at all. So if you have any talent, maybe music, and you are stuck, you don't know what to do, you need even maybe to do some production, come and talk to me. Are you together? You have some comedy, you want to produce, there's something you feel inside you. The worst thing that you can ever do is to go back to your creator with that package. My mentor, Miles Monroe, blessed memory, said that the richest place is in the tomb, because that's where many songs that were never sung, they are sleeping. Many companies, biggest companies that were never opened, they are sleeping. Please don't take your company there. Are you together? Open it now. That song, that sermon that you feel that you can change the world, you become a preacher, bring it out. So my doors will be open, and that I'll also give an offer to skill. Maybe the course you have been taking, and you find that you have not sharpened yourself better. You would like some more sharpening in your area of specialization, whether you are in MIMS or in any other college. I want to offer you an opportunity. Just come, I connect you with the teacher concerned for guidance, because you should not stop until that course starts giving you income. Are you together?